press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Adda 247. बेल आइकन दबाइए, अड्डा 247 की सारी नोटिफिकेशंस पाइए. अड्डा 247, गवर्नमेंट जॉब इन योर पॉकेट.
Hello students, this is Raatnesh and you are watching the Daily Vocab Show. Once again, I am here with another 10 new words. Initially, they are 10 words, but you know actually you will be getting more than 10 words. That is by the help of synonyms and antonyms. And one more important thing, students, this is the English version. For the same content, I have uploaded the Hindi version too. Just don't forget to check that particular video out. So students, let's check it out that what words do we have today exactly. So first of all, I'll be writing the words on the board. The first word that I have taken is S-H-A-R-D, shard. Second word that I have taken is L-A-M-B-A-S-T-E, lambast. Third word that I have taken is D-O-T-E, dote. Fourth word that I have taken is S-A-D-I-S-T-I-C. Fifth word that I have taken is I-M-P-R-O-M-P-T-U, impromptu. Sixth word that I have taken is O-S-S-I-F-I-E-D, ossified. Seventh word that I have taken is M-I-T-E, mite. It's not the modal verb might, but it is M-I-T-E, mite. It's a good word. And eighth word that I have taken, students, is P-E-R-J-U-R-Y, perjury. And the ninth word that I have taken in this context is G-U-L-L-I-B-L-E. Now fine. The 10th word is a simple one, articulate. Fine. So these are the 10 words, students. Exactly what you can do is simply just take the screenshot of these 10 words. So before starting, you must know that which words do we discuss today. And now the question is, we will be discussing every individual word on the board, and with the help of say example. That is, first of all, I will be writing the example, and after that the proceedings will be made. Now let's check it out. So first of all, let's proceed to the first word and check out how can use this particular word shard in the sentence. Okay. Students, let me tell you that shard can be used as a noun in the sentence. Okay, the parts of speech is noun. Example, what do we have? Example, in the form of example. The farmer hit the strong wall with the help of a shard. Now actually students, if you are not in the somehow you are not related to this word, you have not used this word, you may not be able to confirm that what could be the real meaning of this particular word shard. I should say, tell you the students, that shard is a kind of a sharp piece of something, anything, a sharp like any piece of like a kind of tool, weapon, which can be used to hit a thing, or you can say which can be used to make anything like hurt. Now exactly, it can be a substance, any kind of material. So it can be a tool, it can be a weapon, it can be in any form. Shard is a kind of sharp piece of something. So exactly what happens when you use this particular word shard, it should give a sense of something which is kind of tool. Exactly, are you getting, students? It can be, like, say suppose I am using this particular pen as a tool. So I would say it's a shard. And like if you want to use in the sentence, you can simply say that person used a shard to remove the blockage, isn't it? So simply you can use this word in the sentence. So what can be the synonym? Let's check it out. The first one that I have taken is F-R-A-G-M-E-N-T. I'll let you know why fragment. I have used the fragment word as a synonym. I'll let you know. Scrap. Scrap. Many times you must have heard, gone through the word the scrap and splinter. Okay. And the fifth one is morsel. M-O-R-S-E-L, morsel. Fine. So what are the antonyms? In antonyms, students, I have taken something as whole, that is whole, Okay, and second word you can take core or base. Now let's check it out. What are the other meanings? Actually, many times students do ask, sir, that you have told that particular word shard is a piece of something. Now, exactly when we have the synonyms and antonyms before us, now we have to analyze, we have to understand exactly the condition of these particular words. What happens when we go to the literal meaning of any particular word, we find something really different from the usage of those particular words. Exactly here in the sentence, I have used the shard as a tool. Exactly when you check it out, when you'll just go through the meaning, that is the literal meaning of that particular word, you will find that something is related to fragment when it is in the form of something which is in the form of scrap. Scrap is something which is not being used, fine. And sherd, splinter, morsel. So these words exactly are the synonyms, and when you have got the antonyms, you must have got a kind of idea that, sir, whole, core, base are something which is related to something which is complete. So in other sense, even you can say the synonyms were related to something which were incomplete in the form of scrap, fragments, that is in the form of pieces. So why I use the word a sharp piece of something? Because something, say suppose this has been broken into pieces. So what are you have got some material that is the substances in the sharp form of it can be in the sharp form if it has been broken like uniquely. So you can say that. So shard is used as a noun, not exactly as a tool in the literal sense. In other sense, you can use as a tool. But the other sense and the literal meanings are fragment, scrap, sherd, splinter, morsel. I hope it's pretty clear to you, students. It is very important for you to understand every word, because it's not necessary for me just to write the word on the board and just let go. No, students, it's important for us, that is you and me both, that you have to understand. I have to make you understand, because after that, after watching the video, if you forget the word, it will be of no use for me exactly. Because if you start remembering those words, these particular words, whatever are being taught to you, students, I'll be very glad, isn't it? So let's check it out, the another word. The next word here we are going to discuss is a nice one. The word is L-A-M-B-A-S-T-E-E, lambast. It's lambast, and you can use this particular word as a verb. Example, you can take a simple example. The principal lambasted the students for skipping the class. Now the question is, the principal lambasted the students for skipping the class. Now what do we understand by this particular sentence? If, say suppose, the students are skipping the class, for sure principal must not be praising those students. Obviously, if you are skipping the class, there is no reason, there is no condition behind this particular task which you have done. Many times students do believe in bunking the class. They start bunk the class. They don't want to attend the classes. Obviously, the teachers and principals and the guardians obviously they're scolding them. So scolding is the correct condition. Yes, you can say that. So skipping the class and the principal is lambasting them. So obviously you can say someone is criticizing them in any form, any sense you can say. So criticize is the real meaning of this particular word. The synonyms that I have taken are, the first one is B-A-S-T-E, based. It's a nice word. Second, you can take B-A-W-L, ball. Third word you can take, students, is if you have heard this word, it may sound you different. If not, you have not heard the word, it may sound different. It's berate. Fine. And fourth is a common one, chastise. And fifth, a simple one, so that you can just relate with the word, lambast. Look, it's B-A-S-T from here, and this is lamb. Now lambast is a common word which you can just let you know that lambast is related to criticize someone, to scold someone, to humiliate someone. Fine. Are you getting, students? So this how you can use this word. In the form of antonym, you can simply take the word that is praise and extol. I hope you must have heard the word extol. Extol is also used in many sense when you are like making some kind of false praise. Let's proceed to the next word. The next word we are going to discuss here is, students, is a nice word again. The word is D-O-T-E, It's dot. How can you use? You can use it as a verb. Okay, fine. Let's check out the sentence. The sentence says the mother doted the infant in her arms. Now, I think this has become pretty simple. After getting the sentence, it has become very simple. I believe everyone out there must have got the meaning. Mother, if mother is doting the infant in her arms, obviously she must be cuddling, she must be loving, she must be showing the affection towards her child, obviously. So everyone is pretty sure about the word. Now doted has become a very nice word. Everyone got doted by their mothers in their childhood, obviously, not only in the childhood but also in adolescence. They can say everyone is being doted. Yes. So what are the synonyms? The first one we can take is pamper. Pamper is a quite common word, everyone knows. Second word is coddle, coddle. It's a nice word. Third word we can take is adore. Fourth we can take indulge. Indulge has also the sense of like doting someone. And fifth word that I have taken is love, showing love and affection, that is kind of care. And in the case of antonym, simply we can say betray, isn't it? So betray can be the perfect antonym here. The second, detest. Detest is also to hate someone, not to like someone. So let's proceed to the next word. The next word, we'll check it out. The fourth one is SADISTI, sadistic. Now, sadistic person is not exactly sad, but he makes people sad. Yes, exactly. So what is the sentence? Sentence that I have taken, that king was troubled with a streak of sadism. Sadism is a noun. In him means king was in trouble. Actually, king was troubled with a streak of sadism in him. Why? Because someone, if is has the kind of sadism in him, or he is a sadist, obviously he is not sad because he is making people sad. And if we talk about this particular word and talk if we want to understand particularly about this word, basically when we use this word, we got to know that exactly it shows somehow a kind of cruel part of you, isn't it? You can say it is that part, that picture of your individual person, which is you can say black, which is not good, which is not clear. Something which is bad, something which is cruel in you, something which is really making others sad. Obviously, if someone is having the quality of making others sad, obviously that quality must not be like affirmative, isn't it? Not good. So obviously sadism is used in the form of something which is very cruel. Simple word, you can say cruel. So if we take the synonym, students, what we can take? We can take the first one is brutal. B-R-U-T-A-L. Brutal is a very common word. Second word, V-I-C-I-O-U-S. Vicious. Third, ruthless. Ruthless. Ruth is like affection and is very care and very someone who is very kind, but ruthless is without that kindness. So fourth word is we can take a simple word. Yes, F-I-E-N-D-I-S-H. Have you heard this word? Have you come across this particular word, fiendish? It's a nice word, students. I want you to just add in your dictionary. Fiendish is a very nice word. And fifth, we can take a simple, savage. Savage is becoming wild and not really very helpful. So someone who's very wild and very bad. Now, antonym, simply just take the word compassion. Compassion. And any other word? Yes, H-U-M-A-N-I-T-Y. It's humanity. Humanity, you can say, compassion, you can say. Fine. Let's proceed to the next word. After sadistic, we will proceed to the next word and check it out that which word we can take here. The word which we are going to discuss is impromptu. It's a nice and simple indeed. Everyone must have heard about this particular word. It can be used as a noun. What is the sentence? The sentence is Pretty simple. The complete speech was impromptu. Still applauded. Nice. Say you remember in your school days when you were supposed to reach on the stage, and on the stage you were asked to say something. You were totally unaware of those speeches, totally unaware of those anything related to that particular topic which you were supposed to speak on, isn't it? And the teacher used to tell you that students, this is the time you have to speak something about this, and the audience is eagerly waiting to eat you up. Actually not eat you up, but actually to listen carefully that whatever you're going to say should sound something really different and interesting too. So at that very moment, it was something which has become the extempore. You're supposed to say that yes, it has to be it'll sound very good, because when the people were already being informed about that particular topic that which you have to go, and tomorrow you have the kind of audition, or you say tomorrow you will be yes, you will be there and you will be supposed to speak something, a few words on this particular topic. Then you were like okay, the complete night, overnight, you just prepare yourself, you just go in front of the mirror and you start talking, you start speaking. That is the kind of but when the point was that you are not aware of the topic, that became the thing impromptu, you can say, isn't it? So impromptu is a nice word. Actually, you can say that something which is not prepared. So synonyms we can take is extempore. Extempore. The second word which we can take is improvised. Improvised is a nice word. You can add in unconsidered. Yes. Other words you can say unconsidered. Something which is not considered, not being prepared, not certain enough. So another word that could be nice, students, I should say that you should take it down. Unpremeditated. Unpremeditated. Obviously, when you are meditated, you have meditated about something, you have prepared yourself. It is unpremeditated. So the antonym, perfect antonym we can take here is planned and considered. Yes, very simple. Planned and considered. I hope it's pretty clear. Let's proceed to the sixth word. After impromptu, the sixth word that we are going to discuss is again a simple one. ossified. This is the sixth one. How can you use? You can use it as a verb. Ossified is a nice word. Sentence, what do we have? The options for changing the party seems quite ossified. The option for changing the party seems quite ossified. Now, it is possible, you can say it may be that you get the meaning of the sentence, it may not be. So the options for changing party seems quite ossified. Few people may think that, sir, ossified by getting the sentence, the options for changing the party, like if any politician is there and he is supposed to, not exactly I should say supposed to, but actually if he has the option to change the party, switch the party, is it so easy? Yes, somehow it is so easy, but now the options for, like, it's saying like nowadays it become the point of image. When you like change the party, you switch the party, it is on, everything is on your image. Like, what do you think, what people will consider you about you? This is the kind of sentence here I have used. So ossified is something which is not very easy to change, not very easy to be changed. Are you getting? So exactly here you can say that ossified means something which is has become not very easy to be changed. It cannot be changed easily, ossified. So in the case of synonyms, simply I can say that you could take the word hardened, hardened, and the second word you can take, students, is intransigent, intransigent. Third word you can take is petrified. Fine, petrified. And fourth word we can take is stiffened, stiffened. and fifth is resolute. Fifth is resolute. So these are the 5 words which we can easily take and consider as the synonyms for ossified. Now in the case of antonym, I think you can easily take the word flexible and accepting. Students, are you getting the exact meaning of word ossified? Ossified means something which is hardened, something which is not very easily, which cannot be changed easily. Ossified, something like so few people are there around, even us, that those people are like so ossified, those are so intransigent that they cannot be changed, they cannot be not in the sense of making improvement or making some kind of change in the sense of dampening their qualities. Yes, in the both ways you can say that. But important is that, let's proceed, okay, to the 7th word. I hope it's pretty clear. The next word we have to take is MITE. Now, mite. MITE, mite, can be used as a noun. It's a very, very nice word, students, indeed. The sentence is, my mother provided me a mite of grain to feed the birds. Yeah, feed the bird. My mother provided me a mite of, no, like think, if she has provided me a mite of grain is the food which you have to feed what? Bird. But the point is how it would be. Now, what do you think, students? Exactly, if you are supposed to feed a bird, that is any kind of pigeon, any kind of crow, or any kind of that bird is particularly. So, what do you think? Would you take abundant of grain to him that you will offer that crow or particular pigeon just eat? It's not possible because that particular bird or any kind of small kind of bird, or that is crow, pigeon, anything, won't be able to eat that much, isn't it? So you will not be providing him, not be feeding him particularly abundant of something. So it will be a very, you can say very tiny thing, or it would be very small in very small amount, isn't it? So mite word can be used in the form of something which is very less or very small amount, a very small quantity, a small quantity. Are you getting, students? So exactly the synonyms that we can take here is, the first one is iota. It's a nice, very old one. Iota, grain. Grain is also in the sense of a very small amount. Third is speck. Speck. Fourth is wit, W-H-I-T, wit. Fifth is part and crumb. Crumb is also the synonym, and abundance. Abundance is the antonym, and what can be antonym? Barrel. Why I have taken the word barrel in the antonym, students? Barrel is something which is very big and which has capacity of a big amount, that is abundant amount, fine, of anything. Let's proceed to the next word after mite. Okay. The next word, student, that we are going to discuss is perjury. That is the 8th word, perjury. How we can use? We can use as a noun. Use this word as a noun. The sentence is, eventually the culprit was caught in perjury. Now, what do you think if the culprit has been caught in perjury? Actually, perjury is related to a crime of telling a lie. Telling a lie where? In a court. In a court of law, obviously. Students, actually perjury is something when you just take the oath not to tell a lie, after that you tell a lie. Just after like putting your hand on the Bhagavad Gita and saying this, yes, I'll be saying everything true, I'll be speaking everything truth of my consideration, anything not beyond that or not to my knowledge. So, but people do lie there. So, this is the condition which we can apply, perjury. So, what can be synonyms? Synonyms we can take is simply mendacity. Mendacious is a person who is dishonest. Mendacity. Second word which we can take here is which one? forswearing, forswearing. Third word which you can take, simple word, lying. Fourth we can say falsehood, falsehood, falsehood. Fifth you can take is a word sham. Sham is a word which you decline or something like kind of truth or statement, and you just take or speak false statement. That is a lie. Fine. What can be the truthful can be the antonym. Fine. Or honest person. Okay, students, I hope it's pretty clear now. Let's proceed to the next word. After perjury, let's talk about the ninth word. The ninth word which we are going to discuss here, students, is gullible. Gullible is a very simple word. Actually, you may have used many times in your conversation or all. Sentence is, he is gullible enough. He is gullible enough to believe something that is outrageous. He is gullible enough to believe something that is outrageous, obviously. So, gullible exactly is someone who can be easily fooled. In simple senses, write the meaning of this word. Gullible is a person who can be easily fooled. If near you, around you, there is a person, there is a guy or your friend who can be very easily cheated or fooled, you can simply say him that you are gullible enough. Fine. So that way you can just remember the word too. So first word we can take here as a synonym is, students, is a nice word, D-E-W, dewy, eyed. Second word we can take is exploitable, exploitable. Third word which we can take is knave. Knave is a person who is frank, but he is very simple. He can be caught or he can be cheated. Fourth word we can take is susceptible. And fifth is unwary. Unwary. In the antonym, you can simply say wary, W-A-R-Y, wary. This is the antonym. And students, you can say suspicious. Suspicious is also the antonym for this particular word. Okay, so I believe it's pretty clear. Let's proceed to the 10th word, that is the end, that is the last word of this video. Okay, the last word that we are going to take here is, student, is articulate. Articulate is a very common word. I believe everyone who is preparing for exam or have gone through this particular word must have gone through this word. Articulate is, example is, she was able to articulate her feelings before the jury. Well, articulate can be used as a verb. She was able to articulate her feelings, that is, she was able to express. So, making some kind of expression very clear, very, we can say transparent to the person to whom you are talking to. So, there you can say this, yes, articulate can be used as a simple word. Synonyms we can take, students, is E-N-U-N-C-I-A-T-E, enunciate. Second we can take is utter, is to express or say something. E-L-O-Q-E-N-T, eloquent. Fourth we can take express. Simple words I have taken, I think you can simply connect with them. Incoherent, who cannot express or who cannot clear his views to the public or to the person to whom he is talking to. Or you can say a person who is mute, who is not speaking, so not expressing. I believe now it's pretty clear that, students, all the words articulates are very simple words, can be used as a verb. I think now the 10 words are clear to you, students. Try to read them, try to learn them, and from now onwards I will also be providing you the PDF. So check the PDF in the below in the description link here, which is given below the video. Students, don't forget to check out the Hindi video too. Thanks for watching the video.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Adda 247. बेल आइकन दबाइए, अड्डा 247 की सारी नोटिफिकेशंस पाइए. Adda 247, गवर्नमेंट जॉब इन योर पॉकेट.